Are you moving to Dallas-Fort Worth and are wondering which suburb would be the right one for you? Well, today we are looking into the best suburbs of DFW for 2025. And we're not just going off my opinion. No, we are using good old-fashioned data, my favorite. Now, we've crunched numbers from Niche.com rankings, we've analyzed the hotness ratios from the MLS, and we have even looked at online search trends to bring you this ultimate guide. So let's get started. Now, to determine the best suburbs, we use three key factors. Like I said, we have the Niche.com rankings, and these are based on crime, public schools, cost of living, job opportunities, and local amenities. The MLS hotness ratio. Now, this is a look at pending sales for an area as a percentage of its active listings. And we also looked at online search volume. Now, this tells us which suburbs are drawing the most attention online from people like you. And from the online search volume, I looked up the search volume for the suburbs that were either in our top 10 list from Niche.com or our top 10 list for the hotness ratio. Now, with this unique blend of data, along with some median sales prices for each suburb, we have ranked the best suburbs to live in DFW for 2025. Now, the first two suburbs on our list are Capel and Flower Mound, and we'll mark these as being first and second, respectively. Capel and Flower Mound were the only two suburbs that were on both lists, so they instantly rose to the top. As our number one suburb, Capel, it ranks number one on Niche.com's best suburbs list, and it ranks number 4 on our hotness ratio scale. It's also the 6th most online search suburb on our list with a search volume of 33,100 searches per month. And Capel is an affluent suburb located in the northwest corner of Dallas County. It offers a unique blend of small town charm with big city convenience, sitting just minutes from DFW International Airport. Capel's schools are some of the highest ranking in the area. The district has an overall score of 97, which is super high. Now, if you want to live in Capel, the median sales price for a home here is $685,000, and that is an increase of 8.6% from last year. The demand in Capel is so high, there is less than 2 months of inventory on the market right now. Now, compare that to the overall DFW market that currently has 3.9 months of inventory. The Dallas Business Journal ranks Capel's zip code of 75019 as the 21st wealthiest zip code in North Texas. Now, number 2 on our list is Flower Mound. This picturesque town with rolling hills is just 10 miles from DFW Airport. In 2021 and 22, Money named Flower Mound the 4th best place to live in the U.S. In 2022, it was also named the safest place in Texas by Good Hire. It was ranked the 7th safest city in the U.S. by Safewise in 2024. Now, there are multiple school districts that serve the town of Flower Mound, so you'll want to be sure to check where you're looking at homes and make sure it's in the school district that you want to be in. The districts you'll find here are Louisville ISD, which has an overall B rating with a score of 89. However, Flower Mound High School in this district has an overall rating of 97. You'll also have some homes feeding into Argyle ISD, which has an overall A rating with a score of 97. Then there's Denton ISD, which has a B rating with a score of 86. And finally, Northwest ISD, which has a B rating with a score of 89. Now, if you want to live in Flower Mound, the median sales price for a home here is $606,781. This area has seen the median sales price rise 10.3% year over year. Flower Mound ranks 4th on Niche.com's ranking and 11th on the hotness ratio scale, and it has the 10th highest online search volume at 12,100 searches per month. The Dallas Business Journal ranks the Flower Mound zip code of 75022 as the 6th wealthiest zip code in North Texas. Now, coming in as the 3rd best suburb in Dallas for 2025 is Frisco. Frisco ranks number 3 on Niche.com's best suburbs list, while having the worst hotness ratio ranking of all suburbs we're featuring. So what makes it the best suburb, knowing that it's the worst with the hotness ratio? Well, it's the overwhelming search volume of 74,000 searches per month that puts it at the top of our search volume list. What also pushes this suburb up for consideration is the crazy amount of development that has happened and is happening in Frisco right now. I know that was not a metric in our data set, but I just could not go without mentioning it and factoring it into this list. And speaking of developments, let's talk about fields. This is where you will find the Omni PGA Resort, PGA of America's headquarters, the Universal Kids Resort by Universal Studios, along with residential enclaves like Brookside, with luxury townhomes starting at $750,000, or all the way to the Preserve, where you can have frontage on the PGA Frisco Championship courses, and home prices will start at $3.5 million. You've got great schools too, with an overall A rating and a score of 95 from the Texas Education Agency. Frisco has a lot to offer for living, working, and playing. And there are 3 zip codes in Frisco that made Dallas Business Journal's wealthiest zip code list. And there's 75033, which came in at 9th place, 75035, which came in at 11th place, and 75036, which came in at 20th place. The median sales price for a home in Frisco is currently $670,000, and that's actually a drop of 6.9% year over year. Now, the 4th best suburb of 2025 might come as a bit of a surprise, and it's Plano. Now, why is that surprising? Well, Plano has kind of been around a while. It's like old news in the world of Dallas suburbs. And don't hate on me, Plano, but the ratings don't lie. It comes in at number 6 on niche.com's best suburbs list and number 14 on the hotness ratio ranking. It came in 2nd for online search volume with a whopping 60,500 searches a month. Known for its great location in the metroplex, strong job market, and an abundance of shopping and dining options, Plano stands out as a suburb that nearly has it all. With a mix of modern amenities and green spaces like the Oak Point Park and Nature Preserve, it's a city where you can find balance between work and play. Plano is home to companies like JP Chase, Bank of America, Toyota, Samsung, Verizon, and PepsiCo. So yeah, some pretty big names. And you can't forget the great shopping and dining options at the Shops at Legacy. Plano School District has a B rating with a score of 89 from the Texas Education Agency. And if you want to live in Plano, the median sales price for a home here is $536,500. And that is up 7.5% from last year. The zip code of 75094 in Plano ranks as the 15th wealthiest zip code in North Texas. Now, the 5th best suburb in Dallas for 2025 is Carrollton. This one comes in at number 5 because it ranks number 7 on the hotness ratio. It ranks number 30 on niche.com's best suburbs list, but it has a very high search volume rank of 60,500 searches per month, tying with Plano. Carrollton is in a prime location. You're not too far from Dallas, you're not too far from Frisco. So if you're commuting to one of those hubs, you're set. It's also just a 20-minute drive from the DFW airport. Carrollton also comes up top because it is the most affordable suburb in our top 5 lists, with the median sales price of $420,000, which is a 3.4% increase from last year. The school districts in Carrollton vary, kind of like Flower Mound, and there are many schools that serve the town. The primary school is Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD, which has a B rating and a score of 88 with the Texas Education Agency. There's also Louisville ISD that has a B rating with a score of 89, Dallas ISD with a B rating and a score of 86. So those are the top 5 suburbs in Dallas for 2025. But I have some honorable mentions that I think are worth telling you about. These were either on the niche.com top 10 ranking or were in the top 10 for the hotness ratio ranking. Now, I'll put a link to the chart with all the data in the episode description so you can see all the suburbs that rose to the top. And some things that stand out to me about these suburbs is there are some very affordable markets that are hot right now, like Euless and North Richland Hills. And North Richland Hills is super popular when it comes to online search volume. The median sales price for both of those areas is under $400,000 right now. Okay, so we've looked at multiple data points for this list, but I want to toss the data out the door for a minute and tell you about a suburb that I think so many people are sleeping on right now. And I know why. It's on the east side of the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex, and people are not too excited about going east, and I get it. Most people moving here are looking at suburbs along the Dallas North Tollway corridor. Granted, there are a ton of employment opportunities along that stretch and towards Las Colinas, so it makes sense why that area is popular. And another issue people have with going east is the traffic. Lake Ray Hubbard is in the way, and that Interstate 30 bridge is the main way to get there. And if there's an accident on the bridge, that traffic is brutal. But the good news is they are working on it with a massive bridge expansion project that is currently underway. So if a commute from the east is not an issue for you, this suburb may be a great option. And the suburb I'm talking about is Rockwall. And I'm actually talking about a whole county, Rockwall County. This county is the smallest county in Texas, but packs a lot of power in its 147 square miles. It has a great school district With an A rating and a score of 94, it is among the top schools in DFW. It has all the stores you might possibly need for your daily shopping trips. It has great amenities like Lake Ray Hubbard, tons of parks, even a biking trail, and the harbor where you can see a movie, eat at a great restaurant, and hop on a catamaran and sail around the lake. And it has the most adorable downtown area that has been completely revitalized with great restaurants and shopping. Oh, and they're getting an HEB grocery store in late 2025. And for those of you who are not from Texas and have no idea what I'm talking about when I say HEB, just know it's a very big deal. And better yet, you can get new construction homes in the $300,000 right now. In the neighborhood of Williamsburg, you can get a 1,935 square foot new build home for $339,490. Compare that to Frisco, where a 1,911 square foot new build home is $230,500 more. Yes, the least expensive new construction single family detached home in Frisco is $569,990. Or maybe your speed is luxury. How about a home that's almost 4,300 square feet on over 1.5 acres with a pool? Well, you can get that in Rockwall County for $1.125 million. In Frisco, that home will cost you $1.95 million. And if you don't want to take my word for it, Rockwall was ranked the best small city in Texas by Wallet Hub in 2024. And in 2020, Money ranked Rockwall as the 4th best place to live in the US. And in Dallas Business Journal's list of the wealthiest zip codes in North Texas, the Rockwall zip code of 75032 ranks as the 24th wealthiest. So friends, if you can swing the trip out east, you should really consider this suburb. Now, how do you decide which suburb is right for you? Well, it depends on your lifestyle, priorities, and budget. Whether you're looking for luxury in Southlake, a hot market like Farmers Branch, or family-friendly living in Capel, DFW has something for everyone. Want to learn more about these suburbs or get help finding your dream home? Well, we can help you with that. If we have not met yet, I am Jennifer Shannon with the Crest Edge Group at Keller Williams. My team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice and help you like we did Kalechi and his family. In his Google review, he said, "We had a nice experience with Jennifer. Moving from out of state, we needed tips on the right communities to look at, and Jennifer led us in the right direction and answered all our numerous questions. Thank you. We are happy with our new home." Or Mike, who with his wife moved from out of state also. He wrote on his Google review, "Jennifer is an excellent real estate professional. While planning our long distance move from Denver to Dallas, my wife and I knew we needed a realtor to not just guide the home selection process, but to act as our local representative to help oversee the process. We decided on a new build home, and Jennifer's background with home builders proved immediately useful as she helped to negotiate down ancillary costs of the home on the very first day. Contracting in November and closing in June, Jennifer provided weekly updates, sometimes with her drone, and often communicated directly with the builder, relaying requests and concerns along the way. Jennifer's very detailed nature allowed us to worry less as the months clicked by, as we knew we could depend on her to catch anything that might fall through the cracks. She was definitely our partner through the entire process. We highly recommend Jennifer as a realtor/broker. She was very communicative, extremely responsive, and provided excellent professional guidance along every stage of our move." Well, thanks, Mike. So if you are thinking about making a move, let's talk. You can reach out to me directly by phone or text to 214-803-4444 or send me an email directly to jennifer@thecrestedgegroup.com. You can also go ahead and schedule a Zoom meeting on my calendar through the link in the show notes and description. And if you liked this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know which suburb is your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.